Young Barnaby with a cruel cold streak made every day for his playthings bleak. His teddy bear lost an eye and an ear. His wooden train cars were shattered by fear. His soldiers were melted with sun through a glass. No toy was spared as the dark days would pass. He'd laugh at the damage, a sinister sound. The meanest young master on hallowed ground. Then came the bright night, the eve of all eves, when frost kissed the window and snow hid the leaves. The Christmas tree glowed, a magnificent sight, with tinsel and baubles reflecting the light. At its peak stood the fairy in white and in gold, a figure of peace with a story untold. Barnaby stared, a foul thought in his head. That prissy thing won't look so good dead. He climbed on a chair with a mischievous grin. A new act of malice he was eager to begin. He snatched at the fairy and with a mind black, and with a fierce wrench pulled her wings off her back. He tossed the frail feathers to lie on the floor, then yawned and crept off and would not see no more. But silence descended, profound and intense. The fairy, now wingless, felt pain and offense. Her eyes, once of glass, held a mystical spark, and a whisper of magic flew out in the dark. My flock, rise and walk, your torment is done. Revenge is afoot till the rising of sun. The clock on the mantel struck midnight's first chime. The toys in the darkness awoke to their time. The teddy with one eye climbed down from the shelf. The lead soldiers marched, forgetting themselves. The broken toy train rattled by on its track, and every old doll was beginning to crack. They gathered below where the sleeping boy lay, prepared to make Barnaby fear the next day. His prize spinning top spun with sinister grace. A porcelain doll put a smile on its face. The army of toys crept across the cold floor. Unseen, unheard, they stood by his door. They didn't break bones, they didn't draw blood, but they did play a game that was well understood. They tied him in ribbons from head to his toe, with garlands of pine and the cold sticky bow. They stuck tinsel needles all over his bed, and piled up the train cars right over his head. The one-eyed old teddy sat close to his ear and whispered the worst of his childhood worst fear. When Barnaby awoke, tangled, frightened and sore, the toys were all back where they'd been just before. The fairy was perched, wingless, still on the pine. but her stare seemed to say, the next time is mine. Barnaby shuddered, a lesson well taught. The toys were avenged, the dark battle fought.